I look. I ain't breaking up or freezing or none of that. Everything straight.
Everything is straight. What's up, Freeway? This is Nikki Duncan Smith from allhiphop.com, also known as Kershaw St. Johnson.
Allhiphop.com.
Allhiphop.com. Wait a
You know,
second.
I got love for allhiphop.com. Y'all supported me throughout my whole career, so I appreciate the love.
I mean, we love you. I mean, your heart not to love, right? First of all, you're from the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. So
This is true. This is
this is
true.
true. But wait a second. I don't know if you can appreciate what I got on. What you know about this?
Oh man, you killing that. I need one of them. Where you get that from?
I have to tell you offline. I tell you offline where to get,
All
because
right,
everybody
I
can't have the
need
trip.
that.
So I'm
That's so
here.
trippy.
It is. I mean, and when we think about it, like the reason why so many people love you is because you are to Philly. You and the state property movement are to Philly what Nas and Mobb Deep was to Queensbridge. You guys restored the order after years of hip hop not being so prominent in Philly. You guys came back and put us on the map. What was that feeling like, knowing that you guys, brought back the legacy of Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, Steady B, Cool C, Three Times Dope? You guys put it back on the map. What was that like?
I mean, it's amazing. Being in the midst of it, I didn't realize, how special it was, but it definitely was amazing. It was a great feeling. Definitely feels good to be part of history and to still be pushing. Still pushing to keep the city on the map. So it's a blessing.
And you are. And we're here to talk to you because you are going to be a judge for the Ultimate Rap League's Ultimate Madness 3 tournament.
Being as though this Ramadan, I gotta let y'all know there's really only one judge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I will be judging the rap battles today.
Amen. Amen. I love that you, and we're gonna get into that too a little bit, because I think, well, let's get into it now. I think that is important. You've been one of the few really prominent rappers to consistently stand on your faith. Why is that so important for you?
I mean, because it's a part of my life, and my faith is one of the reasons why I'm here today. I've been through so much in the past recent years, a lot of trials and tribulations, and the main thing that got me through is my faith. So I will never abandon it.
When were you
ever?
Forever ever? Were you born? Were you born Muslim?
No, I wasn't born Muslim. I actually reverted to Islam when I was old enough to understand religions. Like, my mom was Christian. My dad was in this thing called the Nation of the Kibbalan. So I was like between both of those religions. But once I got old enough to decipher religion for myself, everything in Islam just made sense to me. And
It's a beautiful religion. It's a religion of peace.
yeah, it's a beautiful religion. It's a religion of peace. But even more than that, it just makes sense to me. Like, you know what I mean? Because anything could be beautiful. Like you're beautiful, but it's always somebody that's more beautiful than someone. So would you leave a person that you have that's beautiful for someone that's more beautiful? You see what I'm saying? So the religion is beautiful, but that's not the only reason why I love Islam. I love Islam because everything makes sense to me.
Amen. Amen. And peace to the prophet and his holy name. I'm Christian, but I definitely recognize the power of.
For sure.
Second book, children of the book, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How is that? How is that?
We recognize Christianity. When a prophet, peace be upon him, when he was fleeing Mecca, he had to seek refuge in foreign lands, and it was a Christian king that took him in, and embraced him and allowed them to, set up shop in his kingdom. So
it's kind of dope because one of the things that I've learned, I don't know if you know this, but I have a master's in divinity, and so there is a history where the prophet also allowed Christians to actually come into the mosque and traveling to have their sacrament.
Sure.
Yeah, so
sure.
It's awesome. It's awesome. How does that feed into in addition to just it keeps you and it's kept you through some trials and tribulations? How does it help you as a lyricist?
It just helps me throughout my life in all aspects of my life. I'm a reality artist. I talk about what I see, things I've been through, and naturally, it bleeds into the music.
Wow. I've never heard that term, but
and it helps me, like, I'm conscious, like, I do know at the end of the day I'm Muslim, so it might be some things that I won't take it too far. It might be like some brands that might want to work with me that that doesn't coincide with what I'm doing religiously, and I try my best to stay away from it. So it keeps me mindful. Certain things I won't say. I won't go too far on records and stuff like that. I try my best.
Your skin looks impeccable.
Well, thank you.
I don't know if that's the light, but you look really, really good right now, Freeway.
It's just juices and berries.
It's just juices and berries. I love it. I love it. It look like you're keeping up with your health. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. February 5th, 2019, between February 5th and February 6th, I received my gift of life. I received my kidney transplant. 4 years before that, I was battling kidney failure, and it took a toll on my life, and it's definitely a blessing to receive the new kidney. So I'm trying my best to maintain it.
Well, I mean, you're maintaining it. I know that you are doing a lot of work in wellness and with different. Talk about the how you tapped into the wellness industry.
Yeah, well, I'm a celebrity ambassador for the National Kidney Foundation. I work with Gift of Life. I founded a company called Freedom Thinkers Academy, and we also have a foundation called Freedom Thinkers Inc. And the Freedom Thinkers Academy is music, health, education, and culture. So I go from city to city, and I talk to people. I encourage people to keep up with their routine physicals, take care of themselves. The best thing is prevention. What you put into your body before you get to the stage where I was at, where I had to undergo dialysis and have a kidney transplant. That's the best thing for us, prevention. But I also got to let people know it's real. It's a reality out here. I was running around with 3 leading risk factors for kidney failure: 1, hypertension; 2, diabetes; 3, just being African American was a risk factor. Our communities are risk factors where we live. We live in food deserts where we barely can get any healthy foods. All we have is Chinese stores, liquor stores, corner stores, sandwiches, burgers, McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So it's designed for us to fail. So we got to try our best to take care of ourselves and take the proper steps. And that includes watching what you put in your body, keeping up with your routine physicals, make sure you get your blood work done at least once a year, because your blood work is the only thing that can tell you what's really going on in your body.
I love it. And that's absolutely correct. I mean, I struggle with some health challenges, but when I shifted my diet, I can see like just the benefits of just everything.
Yeah, diet is everything. And it's hard. I struggle with it. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I can just eat a tasty clear pie, but it's a struggle. It's hard.
A tasty clear, is that a tasty cake?
Oh yes. What is it? They got the apple pies, then they got the tasty clear. The tasty clear got the cream in the middle, and they got the chocolate on top.
Oh my God.
I'm Jones is crazy.
Yo, my favorite one,
them Reese cups is my weakness.
The Reese cups, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. The peanut butter and the chocolate together.
Mm-hmm.
When you was growing up in North Philly, what was the candy that you used to rock? What was your favorite candy from the penny store?
I used to like the lemon heads, and then they came out with the different flavor lemon heads. Like they had the tropical lemon heads, and then I used to like the little purple joints. They was like the Martians, but they was in a box like a lemon head. I like the penny candy, like the chewy Jones, and I would get like a bunch of bags of potato chips, like sour cream barbecue, cheese popcorn, and I would put them all in one bag and shake them up and eat them. And I might take some garlic powder out the cabinet and sprinkle it on top of it.
You get fancy with it.
Yeah, fancy feast.
Fancy feast. So I gotta ask you this. I know you get asked this all the time, but I'm gonna challenge you if it's a whack answer. Where's the top cheesesteak spot in Philly?
Listen, the top cheesesteak spot in Philly is a corner store in the hood where they might not have cleaned the grill since yesterday, and you get all that flavor on the cheesesteak. As far as like go-to spots that that's famous, I would say it's between D'Alessandro's and Ishkabib was for the chicken cheesesteaks, for D'Alessandro's for the beef cheesesteak. But if you want the best cheesesteak, you gotta go to the hood. You gotta go to a corner store. Might even be a poppy store. They don't even, they make Spanish food, but they'll cook you a cheesesteak. It still has some of that Spanish flavor on the grill from the chicken that they just had on there. Salt, pepper, ketchup, American and provolone, mayonnaise, you know what I mean? Sweet
Fried
peppers, hot
onion.
peppers. And if you want to get fancy, you could get a cheesesteak hoagie, put some lettuce and tomatoes on that. You know what I mean?
See, people don't know. I try to tell people that there is a difference. I mean, you get a cheesesteak hoagie, you get a chicken cheesesteak, you get a cheesesteak. Don't call it a Philly. I'm offended when you say
And
that.
now that's crazy too. And now halal, you know, there's a lot of halal spots got the lamb cheesesteaks too. My man Clemmy, right here, he part of Freedom Thinkers Academy. I don't know, you gotta lean up a little bit. He from Ohio, so he came to Philly a couple months ago. Like we was in the store ordering cheesesteaks. He talking about, yo, can I get the Philly? They was like, huh? I'm like, dog, how you gonna order a Philly in Philly? Like, it's a cheesesteak.
Yo, the language. You know what was bugged out to me is that everybody. So we're in battle rap, right? And we're talking about battle rap. Mm-hmm. Everybody says John now, and I'm like, yo, you don't even say it right. Like, isn't it crazy how? Do you think that the success of your movement helped proliferate the word John and nut boy, you know, all the different terms that we have?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I feel like I'm a little drop in a pond of great artists from Philadelphia that made our language famous.
And people may not realize that you kind of started your career battling people and freestyling in the streets of Philly.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about that relationship to the culture, because I think that's a question a lot. That how does he know the culture? He only did one battle, and that was with Cassidy. But you got business.
I used to battle all the time back. Like that's what we did in Philly. Like even people would come up from New York. Like we had basketball tournaments, and then there'd be rappers there. We battling at the basketball games, 52nd and Parkside, 16th and Susquehanna. We used to ride around hopping out on people battling. You know, that was when I was coming up, that was a huge part of the culture. Like if you couldn't battle, you couldn't make a name for yourself, you know. So
you couldn't get a deal. If you weren't known in the streets, people didn't want to fuck with you.
Yeah, for sure. I met Beans when Beans was in. We was in a club called Dances, and Beans was battling. It was like 3 people teaming up on him. So I'm in the crowd just before he was even on, and I was in the crowd like, yo, pull me up. So he pulled me up. He thought I wanted to battle him too, but I started going at the boys that was battling him. You know what I mean? And he was like, oh shit, all right. So we chewed them up, and then we built a rapport from there. You know.
Shout out to Bobby Dance. That's my uncle, actually.
Yeah, Bobby Dance, the man.
Bobby Dance was the man, you know. So
Dances. I'm trying to find him. We need to bring Dances back. Tell anybody tell Bobby Dance. I said, let's go half on the club. Let's bring Dances back for these youngins because they need it in Philly. Like the youngins is going crazy. Like there's a lot of violence and like things. Clubs like Bobby Dance kept the kids out the street because it was catered to the teenagers. Like, you know what I mean? I was young when I was in there. You know what I'm saying? Artists like Cameron would come through, shut it down. Like, you know what I mean? Those things inspired me to want to be a rapper. And, you know, we don't have those things at the present moment. You just got clubs for grown-ups, you know what I'm saying? So anybody know Bobby Dance song to reach out to me, I got half, whatever. I put half up. Let's get it cracking.
I love it. So when we're talking about battle rap in Philly in particular, what is the relationship to the culture that our city particularly has and how we just murder stuff when we get in the scene?
I mean, I guess it's that school kill river punch. You know what I'm saying? It's that passion with the artist. You know, Philly, we just go hard, you know.
And how locked in are you now? I mean, I know because me and you sometimes, like when the battles are on, we texting each other. How locked in are you now with the battle rap culture?
I'm pretty locked in. You know, I catch them when I could catch them. I'm familiar with who doing anything on the scene, and I really was locked in before Caffeine, but now, you know, with Caffeine, it be certain times, and you know, I be catching a couple of them Jones, but I be moving around a lot too, so it'd be hard to catch them, and then you can't re-watch them. You know what I'm saying? So I just have to hear about some of them Jones, but I'm tuned in though.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I remember talking to you once, and you were in the studio, but you had the pay-per-view on. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like,
"Yeah, I copped them pay-per-views. I copped them pay-per-views for sure."
Outside of the people that are in the tournament, because I know you don't want to really talk about them too. Talk about some of your favorites that you think are kind of amazing.
Oh man, it's so many people that I think that's amazing. K-Shine, Animal, passionate, like go crazy every time, like, you know what I mean, entertaining, schemes, bars, you know, you could tell the shit he talking about, he really been through, like, you know what I mean. I love artists like that when you could close your eyes and you could visualize what they talking about and you could feel it. You know, I love that type. I love them type of artists. Um, you know, Tay Rock. You know, Tay Rock be doing this thing. He been doing this thing. One thing about Tay Rock is he a warrior? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, all great champs have ups and downs, but it's about how you come out. You know what I mean, and how you keep pushing. You know, I respect Tay Rock. Um, a lot of my favorite people are in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really get too deep into it, but I'm just excited. You know, I'm looking forward to it,
How did this? How did
and
this?
I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, how did you get involved? How did they reach out to you or tap into you?
Smack called me like, "Yo, son, what's up? What's up, man? I need you, man. I need you, son." I said, "All right, Smack, I got you. Let's make it happen." You know.
It's just
I
that
can't hear
simple
you.
because
Oh,
it's just that simple because of relationships. People,
yeah.
I don't think the young artists understand how important relationships. How long have you known Smack?
Man, I knew Smack since before he got the beard from me. You know what I mean? No, Smack, my nigga, I go back. Like, and I got a lot of love and respect for Smack because I seen his grind from the first Smack DVDs. You know, we was always willing and eager to jump on Smack DVDs. And, you know, he's been a huge part of the culture since then, and just his elevation and his growth. And, you know, what he's done with the battle arena and the families that he's able to feed and the lane that he was able to create for artists that's not only making music, but are sharp in the battle arena. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely needed and it's definitely highly respected.
And when as a judge in this particular tournament, what are the
Mhm.
things that you're looking for the artist to kind of do? Delivery, bars.
I'm looking for all that delivery bars. I'm looking for them to stand out. I'm looking for clear victory. Like, you know what I mean? I'm looking for it to be clear and precise. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talented artists on the card. So, you know, it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm tuned in. I know it's going to be hard. It ain't going to be easy to judge, but I'm going to keep it a beam, you know?
There is a mindset that lyricism is all you need to win a battle. Is that all that you need to win a battle? Just to be a
No,
great rapper?
no, because there's a lot of great rappers. Even it's a lot of great rappers that can't even perform their records. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more than just being a dope rapper. Like, you got to have performance. You got to have energy. You got to be able to keep the crowd tuned in. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to keep people at the edge of their seat. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes into being a dope artist and being a dope battle rapper. Like, it's a lot that goes into it, and it's not easy. You know, people think it's simple, but it's not. That's why they get nice money.
And that's important because when you were battling, they weren't paying people, were they?
No, we was just doing it for the love. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I mean? You heard what Jay said. You know what I mean? You gotta pay me like you owe me for what they did to the Cold Crush.
I love it. I remember just how it's just to revert back to just like your early beginnings, like how exciting it was when y'all was bubbling up. It was just like, like um
Yeah.
was it Black Friday? What was the
Yeah, yeah. It was Black Friday Rockefeller. Yeah.
see, I mean,
Mhm.
I'm locked in, son. I know, like it just
Early. Yeah.
the way that y'all came. I was living in New York at the time, but the energy, and no one had ever, y'all sounded completely different. Is
Mhm.
that important? And is that something that's lacking in the culture now that people sound
I
different?
mean, it definitely was important when we came in. You know, people prided themselves on being original and sounding different. You know, today is not like that, like how it was back then so much, but you know, it is what it is. You know, people making dope music, people finding a way to be creative within everybody sounding alike. So, you know, it's cool. You know, it's
I
dope.
love that you don't shit on new artists. You never do.
I mean, you can't because with your version of creativity, it might be different from my version of creativity, but it's still creativity, you know, and it's people that love it, you know, so you can't shit on it. Like, somebody go in the studio, take their time to cook something up. As long as it sounds dope, I respect it. Now, if it's trash, it's trash. But if it sounds dope, you gotta respect it.
And part of that is because you're also still active in the space. You still drop hot music. Is it easier now to
Yeah,
get
for
music
sure.
out? Talk about some of the
I
new
mean,
projects.
it definitely is. You know, you can put music out whenever you want to. It's definitely easy and dope for independent artists because you can do what you want. You can make a song like right now and upload it to YouTube and drop it, or upload it to TuneCore, one of these streaming platforms, and get it cracking. You know, at the drop of a dime. Versus where when I came up, you had to, you know, get a schedule, get put on, you know, a certain time. You know, you had to go through certain channels before you could put anything out. So it's definitely way easier.
I'm going to wrap it up soon because I know you got a busy, busy day, and I appreciate you taking time for me. I do want to
It's all
talk
good.
outside of Cassidy. What are some of the other, like, have you ever battled another like celebrity that we might know?
Me and Mega battled, and he came to Philly. It wasn't really like a battle, it was more like a cipher, but you know, ciphers, you know how that should be. He came to Philly at it was like one of those basketball games I told you about. And they came down from New York on like a bus. And I remember he had Tim's on and had like the, you know what I mean, the Queensbridge look. And we got it in. A lot of my battles was like just in the streets, just like people that might have had a name in Philly. I battled some of the people on state property when we was trying to get on. You know, I battled a lot. When people used to come up to Rockefeller trying to get signed, I would be in a room and Jay give me the head nod and I had to chew him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people hated me for that because I shut down a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of opportunities. But on the same token, it was dangerous for me too, because somebody could embarrass me in that joint. You know what I'm saying? So that's why at that time, in being a battle MC period is very important to be on your toes and make sure you prepare for any situation, especially that time, because a battle could break out at any moment. Now, you know, the battles are set up. You got 3 or 4 months to prepare for your opponent. You know your opponent. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it could be Joe Schmo. You know, I'm from Idaho. You know what I mean? And he right there in front of you, and Jake you the head nods. You got to chew him.
It's one of those things that sometimes people believe that all you guys did back in the day was spit written and y'all didn't personalize your rhymes. Did you ever personalize rhymes for different people?
I mean, when we was bad, like when we was going through it with like the locks and, you know, different people like that, I would, you know, but like I told you, a lot of them was spontaneous, you know what I'm saying? But like when we was going at it with like the locks and we had issues with like Nas and all, you know, we personalized all that.
And I love it. And I'm excited for you to be a part of the URL family and that history. I remember when you came to the Arsenal battle, the Cassidy and Arsenal battle in Philly, and you shut them down had to get up there, just show them that just, you know, could kill it with just, you got hits that are just timeless whenever you drop them. If you could do a record, and this is the last question, I promise you, I keep saying that, but I promise you this is the last one. If you could do a record with any of the battle rappers that you see in this space, who would you think would mesh well with your style?
I think a dope, and I probably want to make this record happen. Probably me, K-Shine, Rum Nitty, and Official. That'd be a crazy job.
Can I sing the chorus? Can I be on the chorus? Can I do an ad lib? Yo,
yeah, you could do it. You could do an ad lib. I got you.
Thank you so much.
You might have to let Twerk do the hook.
Yo, Twerk, like,
strapped in.
That's hilarious. I thank you so much for taking your time to be with us over at All Hip Hop, and we've supported your career. We're gonna continue to support you because you're not only a dope artist, but you're a dope person, and you're doing amazing things. And I can't wait our door is open whenever you have anything that you just want to talk about.
You know, because we're getting ready to come with Freedom Thinkers Academy. We're getting ready to come with some music. We're getting ready to come with a Freedom Thinkers EP. So, you know, I got you real soon. We got a bunch of visual shot. So we're getting ready to start busting the gun, letting it go. So look forward to it. I'm definitely going to tap in with you.
Thank you very much. And this is Nikki Duncan Smith, aka Kershaw St. Johnson for All Hip Hop. I'm here with Freeway, y'all. And thank you for tuning into Ultimate Rap, the Madness competition, Ultimate Madness 3 tournament, $100,000 on the line. Shout out to Drake.
Shout out to Drizzy.
Shout out to Drizzy. I'd love to see that one right there. You and Drizzy.
Man, what? Oh, a record? Yeah, that'd be dope. I fuck with Drake. You know, I got a lot of love for Drake. I gotta get with him and let him hear some of this new shit. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
He's a real lyricist too. He likes bars too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
All right, this time for Rum.
I fuck with Drake a couple times. It's
Okay.
all love.
I mean, for everybody. I mean, are you still touring? Are you still going around and?
Yeah, for sure. I'm in New York tonight. I got a event with me and Jadakiss tonight. You know, rest in peace to DMX, man. You know, and rest in peace to Black Rob. You know,
And Shock G.
we're in Shock G. It's so crazy, man. We're losing so many legends and so many people that inspired me personally and inspired the whole generation. You know, so that goes back to, you know, what I was saying in the beginning about how important it is to take care of ourselves and, you know, to keep up with our health. Because, you know, back then, like people, even myself, I was just running around, eating what I want, drinking, smoking, feeling like I'm invincible, feeling like I could do anything, you know, and God set me in my place and gave me an eye opener. And, you know, by the grace of God, I was able to take advantage of that eye opener. And now I'm on the other side of it. But a lot of people are not that fortunate. That's why, you know, I feel like it's my job and my duty to spread awareness.
And Beans, how's Beans' health? We're praying for him too. You know.
He good. He good. Me and Beans just had a show last Friday in Virginia, in Hampton, Virginia. It was crazy. It was like sold out. It was lit. You know what I'm saying? And, that's my brother. I was just at his crib eating dinner. What people don't know about Mac is he's an amazing cook, yo. I was over his crib. He made like some beef ribs, and then he made like the gravy. He chopped up like some mushrooms and then poured the gravy from the beef ribs that was cooking with it in the oven and made the gravy. Then he made double eggs and he made baked chicken and he made macaroni and cheese with beef pepperonis on top of the macaroni and cheese. Oh my God, yeah. I gotta chill because it's Ramadan. I can't even be thinking about how crazy that grub was. But he's an amazing cook. For sure. Shout out my brother Beans.
Didn't know that.
And he got some new music coming too.
Shut up. Is it just him? Or are you got?
Listen, I'm gonna just tell you this. It's been a long time since all 7 members of State Property was on the same page. And that's where we are right now. So I'm gonna leave you with that.
All right. So you didn't bless me with a jewel. Thank you so much, because we're gonna be looking for that. We're gonna be praying for you. We're still praying for you and your family. Everything that happened, even your baby girl.
My daughter, she's still rumbling. She's still fighting this cancer. So I need everybody, all your prayers definitely be appreciated, man. We feel them all, man. All the sincere prayers. Yeah. Definitely feel it. We definitely appreciate it. And make sure y'all check out my website, www.freedomthinkersacademy.com. Like I told y'all, it's music, health, education, and culture. I have workshops for artists that's trying to reach their full potential on my website. You can join up, take some of the workshops. And we just also added some STEM courses for people that want to get into the workforce. Maybe it might be someone that graduated high school but don't want to go to college, but they want to, you know, do something in nursing, or, you know, they want to do some STEM curriculum and STEM technology. You know, we partnered with a couple companies and we have certified teachers that are giving y'all workforce courses where you can graduate with a workforce certification and go into the workforce and make anywhere between $50,000 to $75,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's great opportunities for people. That's a good opportunity for you. That's better than being in the streets trying to sell drugs and risking your life, you know? And it's right there on my website, right at your fingertips.
Are you the Kenny Gamble of our generation?
Oh man, don't give me that. I mean, those some great shoes to fill, you know. Shout out to brother Kenny Gamble, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying, man. I'm just out here trying. I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday. That's it.
I'm all emotional. I just know how important the work that you're doing is to our community. And even to think about Baba Kenny and the work that he did and how he's transformed communities and he's forced people to look differently, even with this gift of music that I believe with my heart is that God gave you a second chance so that you can change the world just like he did. So receive that, and we'll continue to pray for you. This time, I promise you, this is it. Nikki Smith, crazy to say, leaving my brother Freeway, allhiphop.com, Ultimate Madness 3. You're the best.
Yes.
You're the best. Thank you.
Freedom Thinkers Academy.